Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about why you should watch The OA, a Netflix original series. Okay, so this is a non-spoilers part, so reasons. This is a series you would watch if you want to branch out of all the typical sci-fi TV shows or films out there, all the big Hollywood titles, and you want something different, something that blows your mind, something completely original. This is the show to watch. Really, this is the show to watch. I've never looked back after watching this. And secondly, why you should watch this show is because it's really philosophical, it's very deep. The questions that this series poses really affect me, and I could relate to them very much. I love reflecting on life and learning about things that we don't usually see in real life, or things that we don't see in other films. This series actually gave me that insight, that value, that opens my mind, that allows me to learn something, that questions me, that provokes thoughts and questions about life. And I loved it. I love reflecting about life. So if you like that, if you are like me and you like reflections about philosophical questions about life, this is the show for you. And thirdly, people compare this to Stranger Things, but I feel like this is completely different from Stranger Things. I feel like this goes way deeper than Stranger Things. There's a bit of spoilers. Both Stranger Things and the OA talks about multiverse, multi-dimensions in the world. But the OA touches on another level of human needs, of human behaviors and wants. It tests the faiths and beliefs of humans about how far people are willing to go before their beliefs crack, before they stop believing in something that they have been believing in such a long time. It's not really about religion. It challenges you to think about what would you do if I were to pose you an absurd concept that has 1% chance of being very real and a 9% chance of being fake. It's about perception, about would you believe in this concept, because it is so absurd. Is it our innate need or a societal norm to be cynical and question every absurd or unfamiliar concept? It also asks, does familiarity and what you perceive to be real equals to absolute real? Or is it just because we are familiar with a certain concept that we are more comfortable with it? So if you like this kind of philosophical deep stuff, I think you should watch it. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it brings so many questions. And if you are not into this kind of philosophical stuff, I think you should still watch it. The graphics, the design, the way that they bring their imaginations, the writings, the storytelling to screen, it's beautiful. The set is beautiful, the cinematography is beautiful, the ideas behind the story is beautiful, and just generally the storytelling is so incredibly strong, and the music is perfect. So yes, I really love this series. I think that you may need patience and a willingness to accept all these deep stuff or questions, and to be able to go through this show. So I think that if you, like me, enjoy whatever I just described, this is a perfect show for you. So yeah, watch it. Watch the OA on Netflix.
It's just tapes. Lying down. I can't move.
Vlog 1 of episode 1 of the OA season 2. Yes, it's finally confirmed that she's not going crazy. Her theories about jumping into another dimension is real. This is log 2, episode 2 of the OA season. This episode was mind-boggling. The OA is heartbroken. She tries to get Homer to remember things. Bear in mind that she did so much. She went through all of this just for him. To think that it was all for nothing, I'm just so angry. Why isn't Homer here? And Hap is doing weird things in the lab. There's a secret door, and the ending was just so crazy because Hap killed Rachel. Curie is mining dreams. So basically they're using the dreams to tell the future. This is log 3. French is so critical. But Steve still has this firm belief. So many of us would rather believe in things that we are familiar with. They got the message that the OA really did travel to another dimension and that it was only safe for BBA to go. And the TV cracked. Wow. This is log 4. Really interesting episode. It's like boom, 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 boom. So many actions. Can they integrate into one and share a body? Apparently she's recording her own dreams as well. What is that? Is she mining her own dreams? Why? The All Night knows that she is not Nina, that she is the OA. He knows about interdimensional travels and he speaks to her and he kills her for 37 seconds. I don't know why, but he predicted some kind of future about her forgetting about who she is and she wakes up. So I think it's a kind of NDE. And also he meets another traveler. This will be an interesting turn. This is log 5. Whew. This episode is a hell lot of confusing. The main part of the episode follows Karim and the OA. So apparently Nina is a medium. That's why she can talk to the All Night, she can talk to trees, and they're always grabbing her wrist. Okay, so the tree told her something so important, that it says that no trees survive in the forest alone. That when one tree falls ill, the other trees will send food. And because if one tree dies, the canopy is broken and everyone suffers. And I was thinking, wow, what beautiful words those are. And it's like saying that this entire world, we think that it's about competition, about beating each other, but actually we need each other to survive, to push through all the obstacles in life. So I was like, whoa, OA, Brit Marling, you are so relatable, you are so relatable. Like her words just make sense. Wow, I'm like, how does she even come up with such things? I'm like, whoa. Okay, so this is a very sad episode. Sorry, this is log 6. Spoilers. Jesse dies. He committed suicide. I really did not see that coming. And Angie said this thing that really impacted me. He needed help and we all knew it, but we ignored him because he was easy to ignore. I mean, yes, I can see now that there were signs that Jesse needed help, that even though he was quiet, he did show some signs of trauma, that he was still dealing with stuff about not having a family, not having people to care about him. And it reflects so many truths in the society. We tend to ignore the saddest things because it's better to ignore them. It's more comfortable to ignore the unhappy stuff, the unhappy thoughts, the unhappy actions, because it's just easier. It was just easy to ignore it. It's easier to focus on the happy stuff. And I thought that's really screwed up, man. And because of ignorance, people die. I'm not saying people who ignore people are to be blamed. I'm just saying maybe if we paid more attention to people around us, to what they're feeling, to what they think, to be kind and to be caring, perhaps less deaths would happen. This is log 7. Wow. I'm so excited for the next episode. I'm really excited. I don't know if you can feel my excitement. Rhodes is dead. There's a guy next to her wheelchair. No idea who killed her. Was it Ruskin? Why did he do it? Karim goes to find Ruskin. So before he left, Ruskin showed Karim the 4th thing that people were dreaming about. It was his face. It was Karim's face. And that somehow the house was calling to him. I'm like, why? Why is this so important? Maybe he's also sent by the universe or something to help Nina. So the OA starts to try finding out who Nina is. Goes to the club, she talks to the friends, and she meets the traveler that Hap saw. Tells the theory of a cosmic family, that everyone is connected. Events in one dimension would affect events in another. Events conspire to bring people together because the story is so strong. And I think it's a super fun theory because I've never ever heard of this. And yeah, it's just mind-blowing that there could be different possibilities of my relationships in a different dimension. It's wow, it's amazing to think about that. And she advises the OA to free Nina in order to save Homer. Integration is possible. And that is what the OA managed to do in the end. And yeah, next episode. Log 8. Okay, this is the final episode. Dr. Homer is so shocked. He's like, whoa. Before she left the lift, they accidentally kissed. The OA puts her hand on the glass. Roberts remembers Homer is back, so he actually brings her to the lab and he explains to her that the house triggers something in the brain. Human minds contain the multiverse, a map to the different dimensions. He is so obsessed with finding out how to will himself to travel to different dimensions. He wants to have a flight plan. The flowers are basically destinations of the multiverse. When she enters the secret lab, it's not a mark. We finally get to see that it's not a mark. It's not some dark hole where there are like human bodies piled up. It's not. The OA always managed to create something beautiful and so out of the mind. Yeah, so Hap was essentially building a garden out of dead bodies. I mean, how is this even possible? Okay, I swear the imaginations of the creators are just so amazing, because who would imagine? I can't even fathom the idea of dead bodies. I mean, that scene was just so beautifully created, I have to say. The OA, of course, she is horrified. You know that Hap is officially crazy because he is so obsessed with other dimensions and jumping and traveling that he fails to see the value in life. The OA became so angry with Hap that she said this: "I was pressed down like coal. I suffered. That is what an angel is, thus pressed into diamond by the weight of this world. You crushed me. Before I had the chance to become anything, you crushed me. I died and came back to life with something you'll never have. You have violence and terror and loneliness. I have power. We have faith." That was the most hauntingly beautiful speech, something I've never heard before, and it's so original, and this frightened Hap. Hap just ran away. 5 huge cubes. So basically, it's 5 cubes will transform into machines that do the movements to transport Hap to another dimension. But Homer comes out and hit Hap in the face. He hugs the OA and then he gets shot. I mean, like, why Homer? Why don't you just make sure that Hap is completely unconscious before you do anything? BBA actually is able to feel things. She's a medium. Everyone was doing the movements. The OA was rising like an angel into the sky, and as she rose, she actually saw Karim. She got hit down. It's like the angel being pressed down. So yeah, I found that really interesting. And this is the dimension of Scott's NDE, where the amazing thing was that in this dimension, Hap and the OA are both actors and they were using their real names. So the OA became IRL. It's amazing. Whew. And so Hap called himself Jason Isaacs, and people called the OA Britt Marling, which is her real name. The OA is actually unconscious because she had a head injury as she fell, and Hap claims to be the OA's husband. Is he really the husband, or is he lying just to be in the same ambulance with the OA? Karim sees everything through the rose window and he saw Michelle. Steve actually managed to travel to the dimension that the OA is currently in. And he runs after the ambulance and managed to enter the ambulance, and he looks up at Hap and he knows that it's Hap and he calls him Hap. I mean, it's so mind-blowing. It's like, what is gonna happen in season 3? I really can't wait. Please make a season 3. Please let your imagination blow our mind. Let your imagination create more stories, more compelling stories that brings us into your world. I just love it. Is Karim gonna travel? Is he gonna jump into that universe to help her, or is he just gonna stay in the current dimension? I really hope that he follows her. OA is so amazing. I just wow, good job. Yeah, that's all for log 8. Hey guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review of the OA Season 2. If you enjoy it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram to see more of me in real life. And let me know in the comments below what are your theories of the OA if you're a fan, and what you think of the OA after watching the non-spoilers part. And let me know if you watched it. I would love connecting with any fans of the OA because I am a big fan of it. And so stay minty and cherry. Bye bye bye!